Hello, my name's Courtney, and today I have a very cool book talk for you. Today we're talking about In the Afterlight by Alexandra Bracken. This is the third and final book in the Darkest Minds trilogy. This is the completed trilogy. It's the Darkest Minds, Never Fade, In the Afterlight. And I'm so happy because they look so nice next to each other. And it makes me so happy. Ugh, I finished it. I finally finished the trilogy. And I can say that this is one of my favorite trilogies that I have ever read. Very well done. Very well wrapped up. I really enjoyed In the Afterlight. I gave it a 3.8 out of 5 star just because it was my least favorite in the whole entire series, and if I looked at it on Goodreads, my rating goes in this order. So I liked Never Fade the most, The Darkest Mind second, and In the Afterlight third. This was a very strong middle book. We're here to talk about In the Afterlight. If you have not read The Darkest Minds, I suggest you pick it up because it is an amazing trilogy with really rounded out characters, and this third book is so fantastic. So great. So fantastic. So I'm about to spoil In the Afterlight, and if you don't want to get spoiled, I will see you later. I'll see ya. Bye. Hello. Welcome to the spoilering section to this review. First, I want to say what problems I had with the book. It was so slow for me to read. And if you watched my vlog about me reading this book or finishing this book, you will know that I had a huge problem with how they were just stuck in the same place the entire time, pretty much. They moved from Los Angeles, they moved to the ranch, and they stayed at the ranch until Ruby went to Thurmond. I don't actually know if it's Thurmond or Thurmond. That's why it took me so long to read this book. And I say so long, took me 5 days, whatever. But usually with these books, I took probably 2 or 3 days to read them, and with this book it took me literally so long. I felt like I was stuck in the same place the entire time, and it was so annoying because I just wanted to get out. I just wanted to just push. And then we have the whole, like, it seemed at parts that Alex forgot to write things in, so there are points where, like, you completely forgot about Clancy because he was not talked about forever and ever. And, you know, he keeps getting all this new stuff. Cole keeps bringing it to him. But what we learn later on is that Cole has been, you know, hanging out with him, gal-palling around with him, creating a bromance. Which I thought it was very interesting that they decided to pick up on Nico possibly being gay and being in love with Clancy. It kind of gave a human aspect to Clancy, and I have to say it was a few years in between reading these two books versus this book, and I do have to say I really enjoyed Clancy's character in this book. I know he's a giant asshole and what he has done is totally unforgivable, but I found myself really agreeing with him at times, you know, about how, yeah, their powers, Ruby doesn't want hers anymore, but they can be controlled, and to not have access to them at all would be a tragedy. But, I mean, a tragedy for him because he wouldn't be able to control anybody. But just a tragedy in general because their powers sort of represent the world that they have been in, and to just take something like that away seems weird because they have fought this fight for so long, and then, you know, all of a sudden they're going to be cured, and it's not even a cure. They have to, like, input something in their brain to make them not work again. So the scene at the end when Ruby goes to talk to Clancy and she just you know, takes away his memories of the testing and him being sad. And I thought that was so great. I just thought that was so amazing. It really warmed my heart. It made me feel really nice because now Clancy can have a happy life without all the torture and everything that he did, and without the powers. And I know everyone wanted Clancy to die because he did so much stupid shit, but I really enjoyed Clancy's character in this third book. I thought his character was really important in this book, and I really enjoyed a lot of the scenes that we had with him. Surprise, surprise, unpopular opinion. It's fine. Let's just touch on Cole's death real quick. I was like kind of sad because Ruby was sad about it, but I wasn't sad that it happened. I sort of got just really annoyed with Cole, and I didn't really care that he died, which is terrible to say, but I knew someone was gonna die, and I thought it was going to be either Chubbs or Vita because they went on that thing, and then they were like, Stuart is dead, which, let's play the no name game for a second. Like, I don't know which one, but one of them is dead, sort of thing. So of course it had to be planned up that way, and it's all Clancy's fault that Cole was dead. But Cole was just annoying. He didn't listen to anybody. He always had to be right. He never told anybody anything. I am glad that he was able to tell Liam that he was a red before he did die, but overall, not really emotional about the whole Cole situation. So, Liam and Ruby have a lot of problems in this book, and I just wanted them to get together. We had really passionate, emotional scenes with them, and then like nothing. And it was so aggravating because I just wanted them to sit down, talk to each other, be on the same team, and I wanted Ruby to stick up for Liam more, and I wanted Liam to stop being so stupid and going behind people's back, which, okay, whatever, it worked out in the end. Worked out in the end, but whatever. I do have a few. There's one part of the book on page 297 where Ruby's like, I think he deserves better than the best that I could offer him. He deserves better than me. Which is such a bullshit answer to everything. I hate that mentality of like, I'm with this person that I really love, but they deserve better than me. Okay, well just try your best. They obviously love you. Shut up. Stop it. And then we have this whole section when they're fighting on the stairs, and it just made me, and like this line killed me. He kissed me and I let him because I knew it was the last time. Shut the fuck up, Ruby. Like, unless you got some other plans. Nuh-uh. You and Liam are meant to be together, so you can just stop that BS right now. I'm just saying. So, you know, Liam and Ruby work it out, and Liam's able to meet Ruby's parents and meet her grandma, and I thought that was really sweet. And also, I want to say, I saw Chubbs and Vita coming from a mile away. I knew as soon as they went on that op together, that was history. They were gonna hook up. They were gonna be a thing. I'm just saying, I called it. So it wasn't a surprise. But his excuse about, like, he was building shelves in there, and I thought that was funny because then afterwards, Liam goes, you want to go build some shelves with me? I thought that was so funny and so perfect for the moment. It really fit the moment. Really made me happy. Then we have Zoo talking. Holy shit. I didn't know that Zoo was going to talk. I didn't have an inkling. It was just like, oh, Zoo, she's quiet. That's just how she is. Holy moly, Zoo's talking. Zoo's talking in this interview. She talks later on in the book too. She's talking, and that's so big, and it made me so happy because here's this little girl, and she's finally, you know, brave enough to just go, to just be herself. Made me happy. Loved it. And then at the end of the book, we have Lillian Gray being like,
we have this procedure set up, and if the people don't want the procedure, then they can go to this living community and live there the rest of their lives so that they're not a danger.
And Chubbs is like, stop this bullshit. And he stands up in front of everybody and is saying how they're still scared of them because, you know, you might as well not even free them from the camps, because what they're setting up as communities is just like what they went through at camp. And, you know, everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be good. They ride off into the sunset, and it's just very heartwarming. Very, very heartwarming. Happy moments, happy days. Overall, I thoroughly enjoyed this series. I thoroughly enjoyed this book, even if it annoyed me that they were in the same place for a majority of it. I thoroughly enjoyed the book, and I can't wait to read more of Alexandra Bracken's writing because she's so good. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been so lovely to talk about a book again now that I'm finally reading. I've been Courtney, and you've been lovely. I'll see you in my next video.